Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Retro Bros Championship Season 4 is back. Round 2, Jimmy. How do you feel about this one?
You know, once again, Billy, no sleep all week because I've been dying to check out round 2. And I tell you what, we got one of the Retro Bros favorite games.
It is. It's an old classic for the Retro Bros. It is Micro Machines V3 on the PlayStation.
And after Dago took out that first win with Perfect Duck, I think Vicky would be very happy to see this game. His specialty is racing games, and he loves Micro Machines, so he'd be very happy to see that on the calendar this week.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think both players, they know these tracks like the back of their hand. It is so normal to them to race these races, and I can't wait to see how this competition's going to play out.
Tactics, death touches, missiles, mines, Micro Machines has it all, Billy, and I can't wait to see it.
Absolutely, and we're not actually. It's just the information has just come in. There will be no power play today. So, that's just come in. So, DJ think he's holding that off. He thinks he's still got a chance. And Dago, well, he can play it any time as well.
Exactly. If Dago even played it today and make it 3-0, that would be huge. But I think, Vicky, is probably using it more tactically now. I think he's gonna save it when he really needs it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, plenty of time for that to happen in Season 4. But the players are starting to come into the stadium.
The crowd's getting wild. I can hear them.
Absolutely. Let's cross over live to Dago and Vicky.
Tell you what, nothing better than arriving at Retro Stadium with a teddy bear biscuit and a biscuit tin. That's how you do it, baby. I'm ready. Baby. Who's that guy?
Pumped.
Who's that guy? Put your glasses back on. Your face looks better.
I'm pumped,
Put
baby.
your face back on.
This?
This is a biscuit,
Got some
man.
biscuits.
I'm all about it.
I need some energy, man.
I'm all about it.
You want a biscuit?
No. How's my biscuit tin, baby?
Oh, come on. Come on.
Oh, baby.
Good luck. I tell you what, it's a bit of sportsmanship, that's all I'm trying. This guy. Here we go, Jimmy. Round 1 of Micro Machines Love Triangle.
This track is one of the best tracks in the game. It's got it all tight turns, very tactical for the first kind of weapon, which they're nearly coming up to now, Billy.
Yeah, absolutely. Weapons are pretty crucial in this map. You can see Dago takes the first weapon, which is missiles, ladies and gentlemen.
Dago is in the yellow and blue. Thicky's in the red and white. And, that was a beautiful turn with the missile.
That's what happens. When you get those missiles, you got an upper advantage straight away.
The weapons make a huge advantage in this game, and it only takes 4 points and it can swing the other way. That's it. Thicky's racing terribly there. He went out so wide.
Oh, he's hit a chalk. He's looking a little rusty, DJ.
DJ making absolute rookie mistakes here. He deserves to lose this race. He's just driving into cue balls there. He drove into the chalk. His racing lines are terrible.
Yeah, he's bouncing off obstacles left, right, and center. Dago is looking confident right now with his driving in the yellow and blue. DJ Thicky in the red and white. Dago gets the mines.
That was a nice snatch there, yeah. And Thicky can't take shortcuts like that. He knows that, so terrible racing. He's got the missiles here.
Yeah, I think he's got the missiles. Think he's gonna do a nice 360. Didn't release the missile.
Oh my god. He shot him there.
He got away with that.
Lucky. This really just shows Thicky's day here today so far. I mean, Billy, you've seen his racing lines. They're terrible. He's driving into everything.
Yeah, absolutely. And here comes the big hammer on top of the triangle. Who can get it? Thicky almost got it, but it takes time. A lot of timing with that jump button.
You got to R-hop at the right time to get that hammer. But sometimes, the mines are the really big weapon, I think. Sometimes the missile, but the mines, they're so deadly.
Absolutely. But you can see here, Thicky's under the pump. He needs some quick points. This is the last lap, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up to both miss him. They're going into the last part of the track with only this last lap.
I think Thicky, look at Thicky's face right now. He knows it's over.
Yeah.
He knows. He might as well just, he's given up. Say, look at the face. He's looking down.
Wow.
You can see the body language by Thicky. It's terrible, isn't it?
You know what? It is very bad body language. You need to be confident in Season 4 here. But he is looking down and out in the dumps, and that will be Round 1 to Dago. Wow, there it is. There it is.
You know, Billy, I mean, you can sum up that one race by Thicky, and it's just absolutely terrible racing. I mean,
Yeah.
there could be 1,000 replays of him like not using the right lines and driving into everything.
Absolutely, and got some replays coming up for you guys right now, and you can see early in lap 2. I mean, DJ Thicky all over the place trying to get shortcuts, which he knows he can't take.
You know, Billy, we say it once again that the racing, and look at that, you know, these are things that you need to take. He needs to get the weapons there, and he's probably just sweating.
Wow.
He's sweating that he lost last week, and he needs to win this week.
Absolutely, and you can just see him going too much on the inside, not getting that control. And let's have a look at another replay. Thicky going inside one of the cue balls, and I don't know what's going on with his line, but it's not on today.
You know, that's terrible. We see that replay there, and he turned right way too early. You know, that is just absolutely terrible driving by Thicky.
Yeah, I don't know, and his body language seems real down, so I don't know what's going on in his head right now, but we're coming up to the next race 2. I'm not quite sure what track it is. I think it's, it's School Rules,
you know, and we love this track, you know. Billy, this is all about death touches. You know, you got fast-paced cars, you got 2 turns, you know, you got to balance on the rulers, and one little touch and it's all over.
Yeah, you nailed it right there, Jimmy. Death touches are the key to this game. Straight away, Dago gets the point.
Huge, you know, and I mean, you know, that DJ Thicky is taking on the last race, you know, into this race. You know, he just, you know, where the rulers split up on, you know, right at the end there, he just didn't get that line. Oh, he tried to go for the death touch, you know, Dago, you know, that's what I like about Dago.
Oh.
You know, he's in front, but he still goes in front. He doesn't step back.
And you can see there, Thicky just drives straight off the track. He is not in good form right now. Bit of back and weaving and forward. Thicky needs some points. He needs some confidence in this game right
You know,
now.
this race, it's such a fun race, you know, but it's over so quickly. So,
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Wow.
Dago is celebrating right there.
You
know,
can see
because-
Thicky just blew up for no reason, really.
Yeah. Thicky just drives off like that, and oh my God,
It's game over.
usually this race, you know, gets decided at the finish line. Not this time, and you know what? I don't think Thicky's gonna win the 3rd race at all. Not with that performance.
That is unbelievable, Jimmy. I mean, his body language is looking not good at all. I mean, we're gonna come and show some replays of that. There's not much to show, but Thicky looks out of his depth.
I'm with you 100%, Billy. Just the body language and the driving alone is worse enough, you know, for Thicky. Thicky really needs to go back to the drawing board for the next race.
Look at
You
that.
know, look
He
at
has
that. That's just terrible.
misjudged the split ruler, and he's gone straight down the middle.
You know, Billy, for an experienced player, you cannot make those mistakes.
Yeah.
You know, for an experienced player, that's unforgivable.
Unbelievable. And we look at a super slow-mo here by Thicky just driving straight off the ruler. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure what is going on with DJ Thicky right now.
I mean, Billy, in all years, have you seen driving like this? I mean, this is probably the worst driving I've ever seen by Thicky.
And everything's obviously not going right for Thicky. You can see here in a super slow-mo, he just blows up, going straight off the edge. Dago gets the point.
You know, Billy, we know Thicky. You know, we talked about it in the intro. You know, we know he's strong at racing games. You know Mario Kart 64. You know, Micro Machines. This is his forte, so I'm really worried about Thicky at the moment. You know, like what does it bring for this season as well?
Yeah,
Billy.
Look, yeah, you can see there. Yeah, he is just driving off left, right, and center. I think that was a beautiful death touch, which we just talked about at the start of that. So key in that race.
You know, death touches. You know, they can win you the tournament and they can win you the game. You know, they are so, and you got to do it at the right time, because if you don't, you're gonna fall off.
That's right.
If you go for it. You know, it's risk and reward, isn't it?
That's right, Jimmy. But here we go. Thicky needs to get a victory on the board, and is one of our favorite levels on here. It's called Sandblaster.
Sandblaster, you know, you got a lot of weapons here. You got the fireball, and then you got the bouncy rebound, you know, after this. So, you know, this is very tactical, you know, and, you know, Thicky, you know, look at that. He drives into a 10-pin. You know, he tries to go 10-pin bowling, you know. You can't do that.
Well, I'm not sure what he's doing, man. He does not look good. Oh, he got the easy bumper there, so he's got a point. He needed something.
You know, look at the face on Thicky's face right now. Look at it. It looks He just doesn't want to. He just doesn't want to be there. Look at him.
Yeah, he's distraught. He's getting a little bit of confidence back, a little bit of a scratch of the nose.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And look, Dago. Dago looks a bit complacent there. Look, he's smiling. You know,
Yeah,
I
he's
think Dago's no
confident.
tuna.
He looks. Oh wow.
Oh, you know what? I'll tell you what, Billy. You know, sometimes in retro, you know, it cost him last season, didn't it? You know, you can't be cocky like that.
Yeah, he can't be too confident, obviously, but he's got to reel that confidence in a little bit and get back to the drawing board.
You know, good battle on the sandcastle here, Billy. You know, you gotta play this sandcastle just right, don't you? You know.
Yeah, absolutely. If you go too fast around there, you're gonna go off, as you can see from Dago doing
But now
that.
here comes the tactics now with the hammer. Who's gonna get it? Or I think
Oh.
you try to go for the switch.
Dago was taking the shortcut
Oh my God!
too short.
Oh wow!
Twice. I'm not sure what Dago was thinking there. He lost track of the
You know,
shortcuts.
Dago needs to be very careful with that shortcut. You know.
Here we
Oh my
go.
God! Thicky was.
He's chased him.
Wow. Thicky was the first into that book and he missed it. You know, but here comes who's gonna get the bounce? Who's gonna get the bouncy
Well,
bounce?
this is the most crucial weapon of this track is the bouncer with the castle coming up. You'd think Dago's got it in the
It's
bag. right now.
guaranteed. Almost a guaranteed point because you cannot get past Billy.
Yeah, that's right, Jimmy. You called it. You cannot get past. Cat and mouse won't even help you on this because, whoa, once you get 3 attempts at the bouncer. That's 1. Bit of cat and mouse. Dago's moving on up. He's risking it. He's going in. Ladies and gentlemen,
Well, I like that tactic by Dago because he could bump him here.
he's got
Oh
2
no,
more.
Thicky! So you see that Thicky tries to go on the outside here.
This is a really
Oh,
good battle.
battle.
Interesting. The PS1 has glitched up.
You know, I think Billy, you know that's a glitch there. I mean, that's unbelievable.
Wow, it's not going right for
Oh my
Thicky.
God, they both missed the hammer. Oh, Dago just went for
Wow.
everything there. Did you see the shortcut Dago tried?
I
to do
think Dago needs to take a little. He needs to go back to drawing board on his shortcuts. He's cutting them way too fine.
there? You know, this might be Thicky's race. Oh,
Thicky just jammed the brakes on, ladies and gentlemen, and Dago cruised right around
no,
him.
that's a bad mistake by Thicky. You know, last lap 2 points up. You know, that's a tactical error. You know, and it just shows Thicky, you know, is not racing right.
Well, this
Oh,
is
he's
it.
in
This is
trouble here.
Thicky's chance to get that point back in Marker Machines. Here we go. He's got the bumper. This is the last lap. Oh, Dago's jammed up. He's got the point. Thicky has the point. Dago could not get into the door early enough.
You know, I think you know, even with that, he was in trouble because it was last lap. And you know, Dago had no other choice here. He needs to go for a little death touch off the
needed to.
castle.
Yeah.
He's already 2 points down, you know, so there is no way he can come back.
Yeah, good call, Jimmy. That was it. He needed to go for a couple of little Hail Marys right at the end on the castle. But Thicky needed that for a little bit of confidence back in his game. He needs that pickup.
He does, you know, and Sandblaster, you know, is probably not one of his favorite tracks, you know, but I'll tell you what, he was lucky to get that win there because the previous 2 races, Billy, have been terrible, haven't they?
Yeah, unbelievable. His body language has been really bad. His confidence is way down. But to get that, you can see in a couple of replays here on the sand, yeah, using the bumper to his advantage. It's such a big advantage in this race.
You know, you've talked about that plenty of times, Billy, and you're 100% right. You cannot say it any clearer than that. That bumper is a huge asset when it comes up to the castle. It's almost a guaranteed point.
Absolutely, and we touched on that sand castle. If you go too fast around there, you can lose control and fall off.
Yeah, it's very tight turns, and this vehicle in this race, the turning's different compared to the previous races. So, you know, Dago and Thicky, they have to adjust each race. You know what I mean? The style of the vehicle.
Here's something I noticed. Dago's shortcut ability in this race was not good for him. He was doing them too fine and just exploding.
You know, I think, you know, we said it in the race. We saw the change in Dago's body language, did we? You know, that he looked a bit more content, that he only needed one more win to get it through, and that might have affected his lines
Yeah, absolutely.
in the racing. What do you think?
Absolutely, Jimmy. He was getting a little bit too confident, too cocky, and it may have cost him those points.
You know, that's what the retro racing. This is why we commentate, Billy, because you need to give 100% all the time because you're versing a high quality opponent. If you don't, you're gonna lose.
Yeah, it'll cost you. Absolutely. We take a look at this last little replay here. The Fireball Dago chasing
that
Thicky.
was beautiful.
He chased him.
Chased
him into the desert just to get that point.
You know, Billy, I love that because even, you know, he was chasing him and he missed him, he's still forcing him out wide.
Yeah, unbelievable.
You know, so it's still well played.
And here we go. It's a couple more replays we have for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, you know, I think Thicky survived this really well. You know, especially with the bumper. But Dago tries to get at the hurry up point here. You know, he said hurry up, but it wasn't enough time.
Yeah, he did. He did. And this is actually a very interesting battle. We can see here in super slow-mo for Retro Pro Season 4. We got super slow-mo in here. DJ Dicky trying to play it really well. He did very good. And you can see here the glitch. The glitch has cost him.
You know, I mean, Billy, I think everyone know in retro land out there, and you know, expert commentators ourselves, that is a pure glitch because we see Dago on the same line.
Wow.
You know, yeah, that shouldn't have been a point. But you know what? At the end of the day, it didn't affect that race. You know, Thicky still got the W for that, and but you know, it's 2-1, and it just, you know, I'm very excited to see this race because I want to see if Thicky can hold up. You know, just with the 2 races, I don't think he can.
Yeah, absolutely. It's best of 5, ladies and gentlemen. He's got that point. He's got confidence now. And I'm really excited to see what's going to happen here. Ladies and gentlemen, love Triangle, the favorite track.
You know, Thicky must be nervous, you know, because he had such a shocking race, you know. So he's got to try, you know, that's going to build his confidence.
Whew. And an early point off the nudge off the playing card has got Dago the first point.
You know, that's huge. And I'll tell you what, I think if Dago gets the next point here, it's game over.
Well, it'll put a dent in his confidence, that's for sure, because Thicky's riding... Oh my goodness!
God, that was a kamikaze shot.
Absolutely kamikaze straight off the cue into himself.
Wow, that ricocheted off the cue. You know, that's unlucky angles there, you know.
Here we go, the important mines. Dago's got him. 1, 2.
Oh my God.
You get 3 mines, ladies and gentlemen. He's dodged 2 of them. Oh my goodness!
You know, if Thicky survived those 3 mines, that would have been unbelievable. Oh, see, that's just terrible racing.
Thicky has just drove straight into the mine.
You know, Billy, I mean, what can you say about that? You know, that's just not being aware of, you know, your surroundings and what's going on in the game.
Absolutely, Jimmy. That was horrible racing by DJ Thicky. He's under the pump early. He needs this to... Ladies and gentlemen, a blown up Micro Machine by Dago trying to take some shortcuts.
I mean, that was a huge shortcut. I mean, one of the biggest I've ever seen in the game possible. I think he knew.
Interesting card jump. Thicky has hit the jump button possibly, and he's just fallen straight onto the ground.
I mean, I've never seen that. You know, everyone usually makes that jump, you know, with no questions asked, you know. But I think, you know, unless you know, Thicky gets a few weapons here, it's game over.
Yeah, it's looking that way. It's still only lap 2. Doesn't fire the missile.
Doesn't take the shot. That's interesting.
Oh, he hits an old mine.
Wow.
An old mine.
He gets the mines, but he forgot about the mine on the previous lap. See, that's what it's about, you know, Dago. You need to be aware of that kind of stuff. You know, if you want to be retro champion, if you want to win the season, you got to be aware of all those things.
Absolutely. You got to remember what is left on the track. Here we go. Last lap. Dago is looking very comfortable to take out this round.
I tell you what, Thicky's so close to a point here. And he took that corner beautifully. I don't know if you saw that, Billy. That was lucky there.
It was a beautiful hairpin corner by DJ Thicky. He needs a couple more points before this lap is over. He gets jammed up. He jammed.
Yeah, but that's his own fault. You know, as I said, you need to go on the outside of that part of the race course. Everyone knows that. Billy, you know, you stay on the outside, then you need to cut back on the inside here.
He should get the missiles here. There should be a point for DJ, but he needs a big comeback right now.
He needs to do a 360 here. 180, I mean,
He's got him. Yeah, there we go. He needs the mines. He needs the mines,
but,
ladies and gentlemen.
I think there's still 1 mine on the course from the last lap.
Good call, Jimmy. He's got the mines. 1. He got blown up from a last mine.
Exactly.
You just called it, Jimmy.
You
just called it.
I just had a feeling because he got stung by the last lap, you know. So I just thought, you know, just the way he's racing today was probably going to happen again.
Well said, Jimmy. Well picked up. Exactly what you just said, and that will do it. The Micro Machines round is taken by the DOGG.
Huge win, huge W for Dago. You know, 2 in a row. What an absolute champion. You know, Thicky had nothing today. He had absolutely nothing. I mean, he had 1 win, but you know, just credit to Dago. You know, he played consistently throughout this round Micro Machines, and Thicky had no chance.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Here's some replays of the Micro Machines Championship.
Look at that. Oh my God, Billy.
Dago with a self-destruction missile off the cue. That was pretty funny.
I know. You probably couldn't do that twice. It's that good. It's that one off. You couldn't even do that twice.
Absolutely, Jimmy.
Unbelievable.
Here we go again in lap 3. This is the early start as you can see, just put him under the pump with that mine, made Thicky sweat and cut to the left.
You know, you're 100% right. I mean, Thicky sweated. And when you're behind, you start to sweat because you don't keep that.
And this was the most crucial part of Thicky's game. He just, for some reason, drove straight back in to the mine.
I love that replay because that just shows he wasn't concentrating. He literally drove straight. It's like he lined the mine up, and it's like, I'm gonna hit you. That's what he wanted to do.
Yeah,
it was terrible.
I'm not sure where Thicky's mind, if he was focused, or if he was just upset that he missed that previous jump.
He's not focused, I don't think. I mean, already in these first 2 rounds of the tournament, I don't think he's focused.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, you can really tell by these slow motion replays coming up. Here we go again. Thicky, I think he may have hit jump just before entering that jump, and it's cost him.
I think he did too. I think that's what happened. There's no other explanation for it. I don't think the computer would glitch up there. I think he pressed the R1 button, and maybe he was trying to be fancy. But you can't be fancy in these kind of games. You know, you need to be consistent. You need to get those W's on the board. You need to get those wins.
Yeah, absolutely, Jimmy. I mean, yeah, it's a bit of a calamity for DJ Thicky, but you can see there his body language is all over the shop, and these racing lines, not up to scratch, man. This is season 4. This is Retro Bowls Championship. You can see here another replay, ladies and
Here
gentlemen.
we go. And this is where, he gets hit by that outside mine.
What a dodge. Hits the old mine.
But this is what we talked about, Billy. You need to know the game that you're playing, and you need to be aware.
Look at the reaction skills right there.
Beautiful. And that just shows you the difference today.
Fast
Look,
pace.
that's in real time.
Oof.
And ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate that. As expert commentators, we see stuff like that. That's what retro gaming is about, and that's why it's one of the best formats in the world.
Absolutely.
You still need split-second reaction timing, or it's going to cost you.
And even possibly just reading the opponent's next move and timing that perfect left, on the stick or whatnot. But brilliant move right there.
Here come their interviews now.
Yeah.
Never bringing biscuits back into this retro stadium. Seriously, spit just came out of my mouth because I'm pissed off, I'm angry, I'm frustrated. First Love Triangle absolutely sucked, man. I'm telling you, that was the most terrible racing in my life. Sandblaster was a good race, but School Rules absolutely sucked as well as falling off rulers and shit like that. Right, Doggo had the too easy lead at the start, 2-0. I got 1 back, it was 2-1, and then Doggo just too good on Love Triangle. And I was just hitting mines, it was just terrible. I wasn't racing well, man. My tactics were all over the place. I was hitting cue balls, hitting chalk, little death touches. Not happy.
Oh, baby. That's what I like. I love a bit of Love Triangle action. I love a bit of Micro Machines V3. It's my game. It's my jam. The DOGG takes out this one with ease. It's rookie hour up here. I kept saying, am I in rookie zone? What? Clank. You're throwing up bricks in this league here. I mean, seriously. DJ Thicky, he brought in some biscuits. And it's time to celebrate with a little biscuity. And at the same time, the way I walked in, cool as ice. And a biscuit. Taking this one home to the bank. There you have it. Round 2. Doggo's a happy man. He's celebrating with a biscuit.
What an emphatic way to celebrate, because we saw DJ Thicky walk in with a biscuit, and Doggo ends it with a biscuit and puts the glasses on,
Wow.
That's almost a kick in the face to Thicky, but you know what? That's what it's about. It's competitive, Billy. It's always been competitive between these two.
Yeah, so psychologically as well, it'll just hurt Thicky there, bringing the biscuits in, like you said, and big victory by Doggo here today.
I don't think Thicky would even be able to eat a biscuit all week because of this, And Thicky, Billy, I'm really worried about Thicky. This week, yes, he made some mistakes in Perfect Dunk, in the first round, we talked about that. Second round, it just... The mistakes keep counting up, didn't they? They just one after another. The lines were terrible. We talked about it when we saw the racing. It was just terrible by Thicky.
Yeah, just easy rookie mistakes. You wouldn't think that would happen from a professional retro gamer like DJ Thicky. Falling off tables, hitting cue balls, all that rookie stuff. His body language is right down. He needs to pick it up next week, Jimmy.
You know, I think maybe the power play might come out next week because he's 2 down now. He really needs to think about it because if he gets 3 or 4 down, it's game over.
Yeah, well, like you say, man, we always go back to last season when he came back from 4-0 down. So, well, he knows he can do it, but can he do it 2 seasons in a row? Only time will tell.
Be highly unlikely. I don't know, but I mean, I hope he gets a win on the board. I really does because, but you know what? All due credit to Dago. He is playing unbelievable gaming at the moment, and he's deserved the last 2 wins.
Absolutely, Jimmy, absolutely. But look, ladies and gentlemen, we're done. Thank you once again for joining us. It has been an absolute pleasure to witness round 2. Micro Machines. We don't know what's in store for next week, but
we don't. I'm excited because I can't wait to see what console it's on.
Yeah, can't wait to see. Maybe something new, maybe something old school that we've done before, but we'll find out, ladies and gentlemen. But until then,
next Sunday,
Retro Bros Season 4. We'll be back next Sunday.
Come join us.
Peace.